to Geneva from where I was staying near Lausanne. So it was a pretty typical morning. I was doing a house sit in this place for about 2.5 weeks, so I had a routine down by the time I was planning to go to Geneva. So I went and I walked the dog for about an hour. Then I walked to the train station for about half an hour, and I was able to go to Geneva. It was a very nice train ride there. And then I took a bus from Geneva Central Station to right next to the museum I was going to. So I ended up going to the Museum of Art and History. It's very beautiful. It's 3 or 4 floors, and the permanent collection is free to visit. So if you're looking for affordable things to do in Geneva, that's one of them. So I really liked this museum. It had a lot of different exhibits. There was an archaeological exhibit on the basement floor. There was art, and they had really good signage in the art section that had both English and French. So that way, if you're interested in learning more about the collections, they had little descriptions about maybe the light techniques that the artists use in the works, and kind of like the period that the paintings were done in. And I really enjoyed that. And then they had a floor of all like the medieval times to at least more modern times of weaponry. So you saw swords that were like taller than me, and I'm 5'8", and like guns with muzzles that were like that big. It was just really cool to see all of that and all the craftsmanship that went into those. And they kind of had they remade some historical rooms so you could see like what a room would have looked like 200 years ago, which I thought was really cool. They had from like the Impressionist times, they had a Van Gogh, they had a Monet, they had some Cézannes. So that was really nice. The area of art I know the most about is Impressionism, so I was really excited to see those. I always get excited when I see a Monet or Van Gogh. So I was able to do that. And the museum was actually pretty empty. I went on a Wednesday, but I think it was pretty empty. When I was going through the museum, sometimes I wouldn't see people for like 10 or 15 minutes, so that was pretty nice. And then that was the art floor, and then on the archaeology floor they had Egyptian artifacts, Roman artifacts, Etruscan artifacts, and it was just really nice to see. They had busts of Julia Domna, Mark Anthony, so that was pretty nice. I have to say, on the archaeology floor, all the plaques were in French, so if you would go there, you might want to have a translating app on your phone so you can look things up. But otherwise, it was a really nice museum. And then after that, I took a bus down to the promenade of Lake Geneva, and I got to see the big fountain. That Geneva is known for. So it's basically like a spout of water, and it goes pretty high up into the air. So I was able to see that, and I got an ice cream. I was excited for it. It was mint chocolate chip. So on my way back, I checked Google Maps, and the train was delayed by 5 minutes. So I'm like, oh, that's good, because the bus was delayed by 5 minutes. So by the time the bus got to the train station, I got to my platform. I was walking up the steps to the train. As soon as I got to like the top step, the train was already pulling out of the station. And I was like, no. And there was this lady who was also walking up the steps, and she just kind of like put her hand to her head, and she was like, no, because the next train wasn't for an hour. So after that, I kind of just walked around, explored the train station, and then went and waited back up for the train. Yeah, it wasn't that bad of a day. It wasn't very long. Geneva was a very beautiful place, and I would love to go back someday if I would have more time, or if I was located a bit closer to Geneva. But overall, I had a really nice time, and yeah. Thank you. Oh yeah, so took the train back, and then instead of walking the half an hour back to where I was staying, there was a bus that was like was there when I got off the train. I'm like, oh thank goodness I don't have to walk. So it took like 6 minutes instead of half an hour of me walking, and it like went like right next to where I was staying, so it was pretty good. Walked the dog. Once I got home, he was very excited to see me, and yeah, that was my day in Geneva. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice week. Bye.